Hello everyone, it is Republic Studs, and today we are going to be getting into every LEGO Star Wars rumor for 2022 so far. This is the most updated list, and we also have some exclusive information in here, so if you want to hear that, mainly in regards to the Jabba's Palace, then stay tuned for this video, because we are going to get into it all right now. Now, before we get into this, I am going to ask you all to smash the like button. It would help me out a ton. I'd really appreciate it. I was hoping we get this video maybe to 600 likes. If we do, that would be epic. And yeah, so this is an updated LEGO Star Wars 2021 minifigure list. You know, from the battle pack to the minifigure pack. We have so much of that, I'm gonna get right into it. So again, smash the subscribe button while you're down there. Let's go. So I want to start off with our first set. We're gonna go in numerical order here. 75320, the Hoth Battle Pack. So everything we know about this, we know it's coming with 3 Snow Troopers, a Hoth Scout Trooper. I think it's just going to be a regular Scout Trooper, to be honest. We are also going to be getting with this, the builds are going to be an E-Web turret, a Snow Wall, a Speeder, and some sort of minifigure stand. We're not exactly sure what that entails yet. Maybe like, you know, something just to display a figure on. I don't know. Maybe it's just a stand for, like, related to Hoth. I don't know. But, you know, it does seem certainly like a substantial set. However, they are still increasing the price of the battle packs and throwing in, like, one extra cruddy build, which I am not a fan of. I really kind of think it's scummy. And I think it really devalues certain other sets. Like, we have, for example, right now, the Duel on Mandalore set that comes with Darth Maul and Ahsoka. There is no way this set is going to come with, like, not the same size. It's going to be bigger than this set, and it's going to obviously cost the same amount, entering 4 figures. So I feel like it kind of devalues those dual sets a little bit, and it also feels like, you know, they could have charged added an extra, like, 3 figures. They could have made it one of those $30 battle packs, like the 501st battle pack. But, you know, that one's kind of interesting. That one's been around for a while. We know about that one. Next up, at $9.99, we have 75321. The Razor Crest Microfighter. See, this is going to be in Series 9, obviously. So this is also going to have 98 pieces, and the figure is going to be Beskar Mando. There's not a lot to talk about with a, you know, Microfighter Razor Crest. We've kind of hit on it, you know, on this channel. But it is an interesting one, and I'm very excited to have it. It's been a long time in the making, like 2-3 years now, which is kind of crazy that Mandalorian's been around that long. But yeah, but it's been a while that this should have happened, and I'm glad it's finally happening. Again, I would have liked to see a Slave 1 this year. That would have been perfect. And hey, maybe we'll see a Slave 1 versus something later this year. And this might be a catch-up wave, because last wave we missed a Microfighter, so we just might not be getting a versus 1 for Series 9. So yeah. Now, next up, we have 75322, the Hoth ATST. Obviously, we got the Atsc Raider. Now we're getting this one. This one is going to be a lot bigger than the recent ATSTs we've gotten. A lot of people are predicting the legs are gonna kind of be wobbly or whatever, like look like normal chicken walkers. And, you know, what I find kind of crazy about this is that they're doing it for this and not Endor. We haven't really gotten an Endor ATST in, like, forever, but the Hoth ATST was in there for, like, 5 seconds, but that's besides the point. Either way, this is going to be coming with Chewbacca, which, okay, I mean, alright, that's fine. I mean, I guess it could duels, you know, Return of the Jedi, because he did take it over, but I would have rather just gotten it with Ewoks. That's just my opinion. It's coming with an ATST pilot, which is all cool and dandy. A Hoth Rebel. I'm hoping it is the Captain Rex Hoth Rebel. Just throwing that out there. This is the only Hoth Rebel we're getting this wave, by the way, pending another set later on in this list. And then finally, it was also supposed to be coming with a probe droid. So we'll see how that looks. We haven't gotten a probe droid in a hot minute, so maybe they'll update the design a little bit. Anyway, we're going to move into 75323. Now, this one is a unknown one. We don't have a lot of information on this, because right after this, it skips to 324, which I'll get into in a second, because that one has some really spicy information, the $30 set. But this has been rumored to be another 18-plus style set, like the Vader's Meditation Chamber, or you can look at, again, like the Duel on Bespin type set. So there's going to be an 18-plus Vader set, and seeing as the way this, you know, year's going, again, this could also likely be a summer set. This will probably come out in the summer. I've talked to a few, you know, guys about this. I'm personally predicting, I'm throwing this out there now, a Vader's command room, because that was a pretty significant portion of where he spent time in The Empire Strikes Back. I've made a predictions video about that. Like, I think that's going to be a likely one, and I really see that coming out. I see that being a certain display set, and you know, that's kind of an exclusive, at least that set is going to be a 18 plus type set. Okay, so next up, actually, we had some, kind of new news come out that I'm going to briefly edit these next 3 ones. But first up, we have 75324 at $29.99. We have no idea what this is going to be. Obviously, I have been loving the $30 set, bracket. We've gotten some great sets. We got the Mandalorian Forge, File First Battle Pack, among others. And this has usually been one open to more TV shows. So I honestly think, and unless LEGO decides to be stupid and do another, regular Luke's Land Speeder or something that's pre-made, we could see something, say, from Visions next year. We could see something from Book of Boba Fett in the cheaper price range. It's really dependent, again, on what happens in the next few months. We just got Visions again. And same goes with set 75325. We don't have any information on this one at all. We know the other one's $30. We don't even know what the prices on this one are. It could be Bad Batch themed. I'd really honestly like to see, even with the $30 set, if that could have, some sort of set with Omega. Would love to see something from Camino, maybe. They said they didn't have anything in the pipeline in an interview with Brix Studios, but I'll just throw that out there. Now, next up at $100, we have 75326, the Jabba's Palace set. Now, this is great. I am very happy about this. I thought for a while it was going to be the $30 set, like just to be the throne and come with 3 figures. And that was originally what I heard, but that turns out not to be true. So obviously I think the figures here that we know are going to be happening, without a doubt, we're probably going to see Boba Fett, the minifigure. They're probably not going to improve upon it much. Fennec Shand, again, a pretty no-brainer type figure. And again, we don't know exactly who is going to be in this show. Some people have thrown out there, I was talking to a few people, oh, maybe Mace Windu will be in there, or Cad Bane, or possibly this Ithorian guy is supposed to be the villain, so maybe him. I don't know. I think Gamorreans are certainly a likely possibility. If you had to go based off of regular, $100 sets, I think mainly the Death Star Final Duel, which is probably a good size comparison for what this type of build will be, because it's going to be smaller than the previous Jabba's Palace, unfortunately, somehow. It's probably going to focus on the interior. But if you had to compare that one and the Bad Batch shuttle, both in the same price range with the same amount of figures generally, we're probably going to get 5 minifigures. So again, we know pretty much 3 of them, pending there being a Gamorrean guard, I guess. And then I guess the other 2 will be, subject to whatever characters show up in the show. Now, next up, we are going to move into 75327 at $69.99, the Luke Skywalker's helmet. This is confirmed, likely, very, probable thing that is going to be happening. And I'm kind of excited for this. It's not going to have his face. Like, I've seen some people make models. It'll, again, be like the Batman-style ones where you just get the top half and, bottom half. And I think it'll be a pretty decent size. Like, I have a, Black Series helmet. So when I get that set, and I do intend on getting both of these. This year I wasn't too excited to get them, but next year I will. I'll wear that for a review or whatever. But I'm kind of excited for that one, actually. Now, next up, we have set number 75328, the Mandalorian helmet set. It is $69.99. Again, I am kind of excited for this one. It's probably going to be very similar to a recolor of the Boba Fett helmet. Which is alright. Again, it's the Mandalorian. I think they could have waited until, Season 3, so, next, 2023, I think would have been a great idea once Season 3 wrapped up. But hey, that's fine, too. It's kind of overdue. I would like to see us get it this year. But it is what it is. That is pretty neat. Nothing more really to talk about other than, some people have brought up that it should be shiny. I think M&R Productions actually brought up that point. So shout out to him. That's a great idea. Now, next up, we have at $59.99, 75329, the Death Star Battle Set. Now, again, I wasn't sure what this was. I talked a little bit about this in a separate rumor video altogether. This and another set, which comes up later, I talked about in a separate rumor video. But this would include, obviously, I was thinking some sort of duel, but it was not called that. It was called the Death Star Battle, which kind of leads me to believe it. And, at $60, M&R Productions made a fantastic idea. He has a design made by Exotic Productions. Looks absolutely beautiful. It is kind of like the trench wall, and then you get an X-Wing with it. That makes a ton of sense. I really agree with that, and I just want to point that out. That is a fantastic idea. I really, really like it. So that is kind of a good idea on what that will be. Again, we'll wait and see. $59.99 is a little underpriced for these types of sets, but hey, maybe. I don't know. But then after that, we have 75330, the $79.99 Yoda's Training. Now, I still tend to think this will probably be another X-Wing, but, you know, as I've thought it over more, I'm like, okay, I know LEGO has done some really dumb things in the past. I know they've released, like, Luke's X-Wing after Luke's X-Wing, but I don't think they would genuinely have 2 Luke Skywalker's X-Wings on shelves at one time. If it was a UCS thing, like I know they'd have a UCS set and a regular set out at the same time, but not like this. Not a mainline set, and they just dirty it up. Unless LEGO really just blows my head out of the water. But you know, they've been known to do stuff like that, so I'll probably butt my tongue here. But it will probably just be a full Yoda's training scene. I don't know what they do with that. They'd obviously throw in his hut there, probably. And then after that, I don't even know what you do. You could do the dark side cave. Again, this is a great opportunity, and I encourage LEGO, if this is not in final development, put in a Ghost Obi-Wan, please. That would be epic. I'd love to see a Ghost Obi-Wan in this set. That would be a perfect place to include him. So I don't know what they do. Maybe they make it a giant tree. And some people even said, and you know, I think I kind of agree, this falls under the price range of the, you know, display type 18 plus sets. So I think this would fit in well with the 18 plus sets. You know, that's probably what it's going to be the more I think about it. But yeah. So then, finally, in terms of sets, we have one at $199.90 at 75341 Luke Skywalker's Landspeeder. I did a whole video on that. You guys know my opinion. But it's going to be coming with Luke Skywalker and C-3PO. Enough said. So this is from Greek Brix on Instagram, and he has been accurate on a number of rumors before, so this one should be taken pretty legitimately, but it is a LEGO Star Wars Republic fighter tank. Now, this one we do not have official prices or set numbers. Minifigures we are going to be getting are Mace Windu, a 187th Airborne Trooper. So basically, if you remember the Airborne Trooper we got in the General Grievous Starfighter, that, but in a brown, I guess, and then 2 187th Clone Troopers. Now, another quick thing to note is it has been said that it is supposed to be larger than the previous version that we got, so that's kind of an interesting thing to take into consideration, and I just wanted to throw that out there because, you know, it could be larger. Last one was like $25, $30. This one could probably be more. Now, finally, I think the most hype thing with the most potential that I am really excited for is the $15 to possibly $18 minifigure packs. Now, people are speculating, and people are speculating good. So, people are saying, you know, it's gotta be something from the Bad Batch. It's just gotta be, and we gotta get a Phase 2 Cody in here. Now, the cynical side of me says, we're not getting a Phase 2 Cody. They're not gonna do it. And if they do, I will be shocked, and I will be happy, and I will be the first one to buy 5 of them. But that's besides the point. I do think that these will not come with Phase 2 Cody. I mean, I'd like to think that, and you know, I'm even going to, you know, say that it's a possibility. And because the only reason I say that is because LEGO says we intend to release certain characters in the future, and mainly referring when people bring up the Phase 2 Cody. So I'm willing to say, you know, it's a possibility, but I'm not saying it's a likely one. I, however, do believe that this would be a Bad Batch style one. I genuinely believe that no matter really what happens, it will somehow include an Omega. And, you know, you look at these minifigure packs, some Harry Potter ones have 4 characters, the Spider-Man one has like 3, and others have, I believe, even 2. So knowing how LEGO is with Star Wars, and, you know, since Marvel is probably a better comparison than Harry Potter, because Harry Potter is just a bunch of people in shirts, it is probably going to be the case that we're going to get 3 figures to each of these. And if I had to give my predictions for, say, a Bad Batch one, because we're supposed to get 2 of these, but a Bad Batch one would likely encompass Omega, it would likely encompass one of the Crosshair Shadow Troopers, and then if, you know, I don't really know where to go with it after that. Maybe one of the new Stormtroopers. I'm not 100% sure. So I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments, actually. What you guys think would be a 3rd minifigure. But for sure, Crosshair Trooper. For sure, Omega. You know, we could get one of the obscure characters that showed up. We could get the Trandoshan lady. And hey, maybe we'll even get a plain Phase 2 Clone Trooper. I'll throw it out there. And you know, if we do get a Clone Wars / 212th one, I think it would come with Commander Cody, a 212th Trooper, and an Airborne Trooper. It wouldn't come with 4 figures or anything crazy. I will say the build for the Bad Batch one, I'll say this right now, the build for the Bad Batch related one will be AZ. AZ is the droid, obviously Omega's little friend. You'll get one of those, and you'll probably get, you know, some sort of, you know, crate. And then for Clone Wars, I did like MR Productions' idea of some sort of crab droid. I think that's just a great idea. We haven't gotten a crab droid, I don't think, ever in LEGO. So that would be fantastic. I'd really, really like that. Okay, guys, so we have some more news. Actually, I have to add on to the end of this video, but it's 75325 should be $59.99, so another $60 set. And then we also have the, release schedule for when we think these are going to be coming out. Now, this is courtesy of my friend Lego Club News, so we want to just get into this. And basically, it is going to, be dropped in waves, which I don't like. Like, it's dropping, not all of it's dropping in January. So, in January, we're going to be getting the Razor Crest Microfighter, the Hoth Battle Pack, a Hoth AT-ST, at 75324 and 75325. So 5 sets, which isn't bad. Last year we got 4 sets. And then moving into March, we are supposed to be getting Boba's Palace, Yoda's Training, and the Death Star fight scene. That makes a ton of sense, I guess. And then moving to April, we have the Mando and Luke Skywalker helmet. That's probably going to be towards the end of April. Last year it was April. This year it was April 26th, which I don't understand why they don't just drop those on May 1st. Baffles me. And then finally, we move into May, where we'll be getting the Land Speeder and the May 4th promo. Now, let's get into the rest of this video, because I have been adding to it too much, and I've worn like 4 different shirts in this video. But yeah, those are that is my full rumor list. If there's anything to add, I will be here on the channel covering it as soon as it comes out. I try my best to get it out, so make sure you have the notification bell on to all, so that way we can, get all notifications, so you'll be the first to know, other than me, what the news is. But with that said, remember to peace out and stay awesome.